What is beneficial ownership reporting? You know those Russian nesting dolls? You open one and there's another one inside? Beneficial ownership reporting is kind of like that, but instead of dolls, it's about finding out who really owns and controls a company. It's about peeling past all the confusing company names and addresses to find the actual human beings who are calling the shots. Think of it like this. You see a fancy yacht, you might assume the person on board owns it, but in truth, they are just the captain. Beneficial ownership reporting is like checking the ship's registration to see who actually paid for the yacht. This information is important because it helps prevent bad guys from using empty corporate shell companies to hide their money and their crimes. It's like making sure the name on the mailbox actually matches the person who collects the mail. So next time you hear about beneficial ownership reporting, just think of those dolls. It's all about finding the real owner hiding inside. Why is beneficial ownership reporting important? Okay, so we know beneficial ownership reporting helps us find the real puppet masters behind companies. But why is that such a big deal? Well, imagine a world where anyone could create a company using a fake name to hide their identity. They could use that company to launder money, dodge taxes, or even fund terrorism, all while pretending to be someone else. Not great, right? That's where beneficial ownership reporting comes in. By knowing who actually owns and controls companies, governments can combat money laundering. It's harder to hide dirty money when everyone knows who's really behind the company. Preventing tax evasion, no more hiding profits in offshore accounts under fake names. Combating corruption. It's tougher to bribe officials when everyone knows who's pulling the strings. Basically, beneficial ownership reporting is like turning on the lights in a dark room. It exposes the cockroaches, making it much harder for them to operate. And that makes the world a safer, fairer place for everyone. Understanding company applicant reporting. So we've talked about finding the real owners of existing companies. But what about new companies just starting out? That's where company applicant reporting comes in. A company applicant is a person who directly files the document that creates or registers a reporting company, i.e., the actual business. If more than one person is involved with the filing of the document, for example, the person who is primarily responsible for directing or controlling the filing, they must be named a second company applicant. Only 2 company applicants can be named per report. Company applicant reporting is the process of verifying the identities of the people who help organize the new business. It helps prevent bad actors from infiltrating the system and ensures that everyone is playing by the rules. Think of it as a bouncer for the business world, keeping the riffraff out. Your guide through the reporting maze, let's be honest, navigating the world of beneficial ownership and company applicant reporting can feel like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. There are forms to fill out, regulations to follow, and deadlines to meet. It's enough to make your head spin. That's where Services by Valeria comes in. We're like the helpful Sherpa guiding you up Mount Everest. We specialize in making these reporting processes as painless and straightforward as possible, whether you're a small business just starting out or a multinational corporation. Services by Valeria has the expertise and experience to help you. Your reporting obligations will figure out exactly what you need to report and where. Gather the documentation, no more scrambling for paperwork. Submit accurate and timely reports will make sure you meet all the deadlines. Think of Services by Valeria as your one-stop shop for all things reporting. We'll take the headache out of compliance so you can focus on what you do best, running your business. The benefits of choosing Services by Valeria. Okay, so Services by Valeria can help you with beneficial ownership and company applicant reporting. But what's in it for you? Why choose us over doing it yourself or going with another provider? Well, partnering with us is having a team of expert navigators on your side. We offer a whole host of benefits. For example, expertise. We eat, sleep, and breathe compliance. We know the ins and outs of the regulations like the back of our hand. Let's face it, reporting isn't exactly the most exciting way to spend your time. Services by Valeria frees you up to focus on more important tasks. Risk reduction. We help you avoid costly mistakes and penalties that can come with non-compliance. We will keep your beneficial ownership reports updated, avoiding penalties and costly fees. In short, choosing Services by Valeria is choosing the smooth sailing option over navigating a storm on your own. We help you reach your destination safely and efficiently without the stress and hassle.